All right, guys, here we go. This is James Harrison, part of your video series from Webaforce, the #1 social wealth network. Now, listen, I'm a master VIP member of Webaforce, and Webaforce is all about teaching people how to invest in any business. It could be real estate. It could be owning a bar and restaurant. It could be owning a yacht. It could be anything, guys. Running a dry cleaning business, a car dealership, it doesn't matter. And what we do, my section of this and my membership, I'm a real estate investor. I used to work for Donald Trump for many years. I've trained hundreds of thousands of people how to make a lot of money in real estate, many different ways. And when we do our online webinars, we do lots of video trainings and online webinars. People sign up for our coaching and our mentoring programs and our live retreats. Also our group buying tours where we go out and buy properties live. Our one-on-one mentorships where people pay or invest $35,000 for us to take them out and buy real estate live. But a lot of the questions that come in are, you know, Jim, I'm a little scared, I'm nervous, I've never done real estate, or I haven't done it in a long time, or maybe I'm doing it right now, but I'm not doing it the right way, I'm not getting deals under contract. One of the things I want to answer right now is most people, 95% of the people out there, and a lot of people watching this right now, you don't know how to get deals under contract. How do you get a deal under contract, right? And then when you get it under contract, what do you do with it? How do you get the buyer? How do you get the funding? How do you close it? You know, those are a lot of good questions. So the one question we had on our webinar last night from this one lady was, you know, I'm talking to people out there and I can't get the nerve to put it under contract. Okay, I get that. That's great. Now I'm going to answer that right now. Okay, here we go. So let's say you're talking to somebody and they're selling a house. Let's say a little $200,000 house, okay? And I like these little $200,000 deals because it's easy to build your confidence in the beginning with these small deals. Look, I'm not going to have you go out and flip a $10 million estate right now. You're not going to do that. You don't have the confidence yet. We'll do that later. Right now we got a $200,000 house and somebody is selling it without a realtor. That's a FSBO. A FSBO is a for sale by owner. You ever see one of those? Like a sign out front that says for sale by owner, or you can go to forsalebyowner.com and you can find all these great deals, okay? You got a cool boat back there. All right, so you go to forsalebyowner.com, you go to Craigslist, you can go to Craigslist, right? You guys ever hear of that, of course? Unless you've been living under a rock for 15 years. Craigslist, and people are advertising to sell their properties without a realtor because they don't want to pay a commission. That means they're a little greedy, right? They want to keep all the money themselves. So here's the deal. This person or this couple is asking $200,000, okay? Now the first thing you want to do is you want to call them up. You're just going to make a phone call or an email and you're going to say exactly this. How much would you sell the house for all cash with a quick closing? Now, let me say that again. How much would you sell the house for all cash and a quick closing? Tell them you can close within 2 weeks. Okay? In real estate, that's a really quick closing. That's all you got to say. Now, they're going to say, we want $200,000, right? Of course they do. That's what they want. That's what they're asking. Everybody wants more than what the house is worth. You need to understand that. Now, in our mentorships live or on the phone, we will actually coach you and mentor you on how to sell properties. Once we purchase them and get them under contract, you got to get a contract on it, okay? And sell it for more than what it's worth. I'll get to that in the video training series. You know, you guys are really lucky. You're actually listening to somebody right now that has trained hundreds of thousands of people, and this is a free training. You're going to get over 40 hours of free video trainings just because you answered one of our ads on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or Pinterest or Instagram or Google, whatever. You are very lucky right now. So let's continue. I'm almost done. Watch. How do you get a deal under contract? You have to talk to people. You got to talk to for sale by owners. Now, bank-owned properties are different. You got to submit it to the bank. That's a whole nother video training series I'll get to. But these are private sellers, and anybody can make money on any house that's being sold by a private seller. Anybody can. Why? Because they don't want it. That's why they're selling it. Does that make sense? They don't want it. So they don't want it. We don't want it. What do we want? We want to make money. You want to make a profit, correct? I don't want the house. I want the profit that comes off it. So number one, we either want to flip it, or number two, we want to rent this out and cash flow it for 2, 3, 5, 10 years. And again, you don't want to be a landlord. I hate landlording. Landlords suck. We're going to show you how to get a property management company to manage this, and you make money every month. Now let's get back to putting it under contract. Okay, so you want to call up and say, I can close with all cash within 2 weeks. I don't know if you have the cash. I don't think most of you have $200,000, okay? So again, at webaforcefunding.com, which I'll show you how to go to in a minute, we can put up the money and get you the $200,000 cash, regardless of your credit. It doesn't matter if you have bad credit, no credit, or good credit. I can get you funding for these deals. But let's get it under contract. Make sense? That was the question the lady had. So we call up, we say, what's the least amount of money you'll take with a quick closing? 2 weeks, we have cash, $200,000. You're going to say this without skipping a beat. Is that the best you can do for all cash and a quick closing within 2 weeks if it qualifies? And they might say, well, can you really close with cash? And you say, yes, if it qualifies for what I want, for my program. And they're going to say, well, what's your program? I'm not going to pay you what it's worth. What's the best you will do for all cash and close within 2 weeks? So if they drop their price, and let's say they come down to $185, okay? Now on one phone call or one email, you've gotten them to discount their price. Is that exciting? And I'm telling you, this happens every day on every deal, guys. Now, unless they owe more than $200,000, then we're not interested. You would have to do a short sale. They don't even do those anymore. They suck. They take too long. Forget about short sales. Forget that crap. Don't ever listen to anybody about short sales right now. I can teach you how to make money really quick. So they drop it down to $185, and then what are you going to say? Is that the best you can do for all cash and a quick closing within 2 weeks? Is that the best you can do? And they say, yes, that's the best I can do. And you say, okay, I tell you what, would you be willing to consider $165? You just automatically take $20,000 off it, okay? So we discount it by like 10%, which is $18,500. I'm pretty close, right? So we take 20 grand off it, and we offer $165 all cash with a quick closing within 2 weeks, right? And they say, can you really close within 2 weeks? And you say, yes, I'm part of a program where I can get the money. Yes, great. I won't do $165. We would sell it for $175. Okay, great. Now we got it for $175. Now here's what you want to do. You're going to say, okay, I will call you back in 30 minutes. I'm interested possibly at $175, not $200, and I'll let you know if we're interested. Please call me back in 30 minutes. In fact, tell them to call you back, okay? Now, they're probably not going to call you back because they're not motivated. You're motivated, so you need to call them back in 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes, we're going to pull 3 comps within 1 mile that have sold in 90 days or less, all right? That's the key, 90 days or less from this house right here that we can now get for $175, okay? So 3 comps, 1 mile, 90 days or less. Now, you can go to Zillow.com, you can go to RealtorTrack.com, you can go to Trulia.com. What you want to do is have professional real estate software, which we offer. I'll tell you how to get that in a minute. And within 5 minutes, boom, you can have these 3 comps pulled. Let's say the 3 comps say the house is worth $225,000, which means this seller is called a highly desperate, motivated seller, and they're willing to drop it from $200 to $175. Does that make a little sense? So what's the discount? $25, but actually the house is worth $225. So we have a $50,000 profit right there, a $50,000 profit, okay? Now, after commissions and stuff, you're probably going to make about $35,000, but think about that. Within 30 minutes, you can have any deal. Now, every deal is going to be different, right? The numbers are different. They might not drop their price. They might drop it below $175. Heck, we just did a deal and bought it for $85,000, and they were asking $150. Can you believe that? Because they wanted to get rid of it. They owned it free and clear. They needed some quick cash, and they didn't want the house, okay? But that's how you get things started to get it under contract. Now, in the next video, I'll actually go over the contracts, show you how to scan it, email it. Heck, guys, you can email them a contract and do an electronic signature right online through DocuSign. Okay, in fact, you can go to that website right now, docusign.com. Go to docusign.com, okay, and you can become a member and get an account with DocuSign. You submit them the real estate contract, they initial sign. You might have to give them $100 down, maybe $1,000. I wouldn't do that. Keep watching my videos and I'll show you how to get these under contract with no money down, okay? But that's how it kind of works right there. So I hope that helps answer that question from that one lady. How do you get these under contract? You got to talk to people, okay? Now this is a private deal. This isn't a bank-owned property. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, HUD. It's not a government property. This is a private property, okay? And they're out there everywhere. In fact, why don't you drive down the street around where you live right now? Why don't you see how many for sale by owners you can find, and let's put a bunch under contract. This one right here, you're only making $35,000, but doesn't that help? Absolutely. Okay, cool. Now, if you want some money, you want to go to this website right here. Go to webaforcefunding.com, webaforcefunding.com. I want you to submit your information. Let's see if we can get you some money. How much? I don't know. We got to run, your information. But it takes 15 minutes, and I'll see if I can get you some funding so you can fund some of these deals, right? They're probably going to offer you up to about $150,000, $150,000 at 0% for 12 months. That's one of my lenders. So one of my lenders is going to try and get you some money, okay? Doesn't matter your credit. Don't worry about that right now. Just follow the process. If you want your hand held and you want some help, click the button below this video. You want to click the button down here or over here on the right or left somewhere, and we will get you on the phone and do a 60-minute complimentary strategy session with you. It's free. There's no charge, guys. We want to help you make money in real estate because we make money when you make money in real estate. Our lenders who lend money pay us fees every time we loan money. Here, I don't know what we're doing with this yet, but we're going to work on it, okay? Go find some FSBOs, and let's get them under contract. If you have any questions, just shoot us an email. Click on the button, fill out the form. It takes about 10 minutes, 7 or 8 questions, and we will get you on that 1-hour, 60-minute complimentary strategy session. It's free. There's no charge, guys, and we'll answer all of your questions. I want to help you out. My name is James Harrison. I was Donald Trump's #1 trainer. My job is to get you rich in real estate. Now, let me show you some cool stuff here as we leave the video. I like to shoot these videos in cool places, right? So down here, you've got 2 yachts. I don't know, they're probably worth about 50, 60, 70 million each. You got a $100 million yacht across the way. You got another one over here. You probably got about $1 billion worth of boats out here, guys. So sometimes I'll just stop. I'll shoot some videos in some cool places so you have something to look forward to. Okay, hey, I hope to see you on one of our live events one day. I'll do a one-on-one mentorship with you if you're interested in that. Fill out that form, and let's get you on a call, and we'll get you started. I'll see you on the next video.